Ooh, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. GoodTimesWithScar here, and welcome back to Scarland, a land where we take survival building to the extreme. And we're here with the Scarred House Ranch Building Project, working on our exterior designs, of course. In our last episode, we worked on our landscaping, building up our beautiful trees, walkways, and all sorts of other wonderful things. But we're going to take a break from our landscaping and work on a barn. That's right, we're going to be building a very, very beautiful barn. And as you can see, we've got a little bit of a layout built up over there. And eventually we'll get this area all terraformed, looking beautiful with the mountains and the house. But this barn is going to be really cool. I'm really excited about it. This isn't just any barn. This is like a super fancy barn. Like, the horses in here are going to be living high, my friends. All right, so let's jump right into it. And I've kind of got this laid out, as you can see, just kind of getting a ballpark idea where I want to start here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start on this corner right here. Start building this up. So I'm going to start here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beautiful. So my thoughts are with this design is we're going to carry on with the same themes as our house. So why don't we get up here just a little bit higher, and I'll kind of show you. So as you can see out there, we've got the dark chocolate, we've got the milk chocolate, we got the stone around the edges, and of course the dark oak logs all along there. And I think that's the same design that I would like to carry on throughout this area. And I think it'll be pretty cool. So as you can see, we built up that little pattern over there, and then start working on this area over here. Now, within this design that we're going to be building as exterior work, you know, we got a barn. So other things I'm trying to think of for the area, potentially ranch hand cabins. I think that was the suggestion from a long time ago when we first started this project, was ranch hands cabins. I thought that was an amazing idea. And I also thought maybe even like a little fire in the middle. Whoa, fire, Scarland. That might not be compatible, but something along those lines might be really, really cool. So maybe way over in the corner over there, we could build that. So little cabins around something. Maybe they're even cooking some meat over the fire. It might be very cool. So I think that'll be really nice. So other ideas, let me know what you guys think would be cool. Anything else we can add that is kind of ranch and Western themed to this design. So we're kind of, we've got a barn. We're going to get the ranch hand equipment built up. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Actually, I'm going to pull these up just a little bit higher, and these are going to be about 3 blocks high. Look at that. Very, very cool. So hopefully this design that you guys are going to see get built here will give you guys some inspiration for your own, you know, different horse related builds and things of that nature. Oh my gosh, my block placements today, my friends, they're doing a little struggling. A little bit of struggles here. There we go. I'm liking that so far. So we got kind of a bare bones setup there. So 7 blocks high, and then this is a spacing of about 6 in between here. And I think that should be enough to do kind of what we want to do with this design. All right, next thing I'm going to do is I'm just kind of, what I'm really trying to accomplish at this point is just establishing the detail. Just establishing the detail. And I might want to point out that, well, this just happens to be the second Scarland episode this week. Can I get a like rating for that? Because that's an accomplishment in its own right. We don't usually get Scarland videos out too often, but I'm really trying with some better kind of time management and some things of that nature. And I think I'll be able to maybe get more Scarland videos out. I'm kind of taking some cues that I've gotten from Hermitcraft about getting a little bit better just at making videos. And Hermitcraft has really have, I believe, in my opinion, improved my ability to make videos, and I've learned quite a bit. So I think with some of the stuff I've learned from making Hermitcraft videos, that I can kind of apply that to Scarland and maybe get more videos out a week. Wouldn't that be amazing? I think so. So let me know what you guys think of that. Let's see, bring these guys under here like that. Look at the detail being established. How beautiful is that? There we go. And I'm going to remove that sneaky block right there. Awesome. Yeah, I'm liking that. I think that's starting to come out pretty good. I didn't put that right there. But yeah, I think this is kind of exciting if I'm able to do. I don't know. I can't make any promises if Scarland will become like 2 episodes a week, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try. There's no reason not to try. Will it result in some episodes maybe being a little bit shorter? Maybe, but it definitely won't compromise the quality of the video at all. There we go. I'm actually going to reverse that like so, and then bring that all the way down like that. Oh, these horses are going to be living fine, my friends. They are going to be living fine in here. All right, so why don't we do that over here? Why don't we get some detail built up on the side? So yeah, hopefully you guys will let me know of some other ideas you might have for what a ranch would have. You know, I've always kind of visioned like a cool ranch or something along those lines, but what's it like really living on a ranch? Any of you guys actually live on some form of big farm, ranch, or anything along those lines? Let me know. Let me know. I would like to know if you guys are, because what's just amazing about making videos to the world and things, there's just such an amazing variety of people who watch from all walks of life and all over the world, and it's so cool to meet and learn about you guys. Especially we do that on Twitch. That's a great place to do that, is to learn all about you guys on Twitch. You guys know all about me, but once in a while I get a little interested in who watches my videos. What amazing people out there, and Twitch is always a great way of doing that because it's casual. You know, everybody's hanging out, everyone's having a good time. That's what I love about Twitch. I need to grab myself just a little bit of dark chocolate. Ooh, very fancy. But yeah, that's what I love about Twitch, is it's a great place to interact more than on YouTube. YouTube's like creating a nice little video. You kind of craft it all up and then you just send it out on the world. And that's amazing in its own right. But what I love about Twitch in its own unique aspect is that you're able to just kind of be super chill and relaxed and hang out with your favorite people. And that's what I love about Twitch. Cut those pieces out like that. And I'm just kind of buzzing about here, as you can tell. Nothing too much at this moment. Just trying to establish bits of detail here and there and kind of design our color palette. I've got a general idea of the layout, but it's those small details that are still a little bit elusive, my friends. They're just a little elusive, but we'll fill them in. Don't be worrying. There we go, looking good. All right, so I'm gonna start filling in some of these cracks here and sleep the night away, and tell me that isn't the most beautiful view you have ever seen. And there we go, my friends. Look at that beautiful structure we've got built up and ready to go. So one thing we're going to start working on now is starting to mix up the stones a little bit and start adding some variety similar to how we have designed on the other side. So that is just kind of mixing in a little cobble, a little stone, as you can see, cutting in here, and then going back down here, and then adding a little under the side there, looking for a little, there's my andesite. I knew you were hiding there somewhere, Mr. Andesite. There you go. And then we can kind of sneak under here, put a couple blocks like that. And it's just fun, kind of mixing in the stones, kind of visioning how this might actually look. There we go. Put that right there. Maybe a big slab right there. Put that one right there. I think we talked about kind of the inspiration of this particular style in our last episode, how it was kind of inspired by, I think it's like a bus station in Pasadena, California, and then how Disney used that for inspiration within their Buena Vista Street in California Adventure. So yeah, it's kind of cool. How you take the bigger stones and then kind of work up a little bit into smaller stones at the top. Now, as I was finishing this section over here, it was very scary, my friends. Very scary indeed. There were mobs everywhere. I haven't really built like that out in the open like that with mobs everywhere since maybe the roller coaster project. It was crazy. Things were getting a little wild, so I'm just gonna mix in just a little cobblestone to help try to break up some of this. Maybe even just a little smooth stone, but apparently I've got no smooth stone on me. There we go, put that one right there just to kind of mix up that log a little bit. Once I get some smooth stone, I think I'm gonna fit them in here a little bit more, just so there's a little bit more variety in the stone. But yeah, I went from level 0 to 10, which is nice because I'm slowly trying to repair all of my armor. I've got my pickaxe now repaired and my axe, so now I just need to work on my shovel, and then I need to build a new, let's see, a new sword, I think. Because I want looting 3 on there. Anyway, we don't have all the fancy tools that we have in Hermitcraft, so I'm trying to build these things back up because they were starting to get a little bit low because we've been working on this project for quite some time. And I usually fix all of my tools and get them all ready to go before a project starts, and they're starting to wear down. It's time to start fixing them all up. So we're getting that all done. All right, my friends, I'm going to continue to mix these stones up, but I'll catch you guys in just a second. And look at that beautiful landscape down there. I cannot wait till we're able to expand it throughout this entire region and really create something amazing. And look at that beautiful barn just rising out of the ground in front of our very own eyes. Oh, I absolutely love it. And I cannot wait till we get the roof on there and all sorts of beautiful details that we still haven't installed yet. But as you can see, I've gotten some work done on the left side over here. Now the left side is going to be where the horses live, of course, and we're going to have a horse stall in the center here, and then we're going to have another one, and you guessed it, another one right here, and then in these little corners are 3. So let's just take a look at the specifications here. So as you can see, these 2 blocks are connected right there, similar to what we did on that corner, and as you can see, that's repeated in all of the different corners eventually. So then there's a section of 3 blocks. Now in this little corner, I'm thinking about a staircase, maybe a storage room, and then this of course is a horse stall, and you guessed it, horse stall. And then that block of 3 over there is going to be, of course, our storage area. So let's start right in the center. So of course there's 3 horse stalls. Let's start in the middle here. And let me grab out just a little bit of scaffolding, and we're gonna go upwards just a little bit, just to kind of get an idea on how things are working out. So as you can see, these are 7 blocks up. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna start pulling out some bars like this. and we're start rolling like this. I think this will be good. I think we've got a really good established detail and design ready to roll, and I'm pretty happy with it. Now, if you guys ever want to suggest topics or anything along those lines for me to talk about, just in the comments, go Scar Talk and leave me something you guys like to hear me talk about. And one of them was, what is the history of Scarland? Being on Scarland today, what better way to talk about Scarland? Now, Scarland was my idea of a world that would just be building. That's all we would be doing in it, is just building, building, building. And it was developed in 2011, March to be precise. And I believe Scarland's like 5 or 4 years old, or something along those lines. And it is so cool to see how far that we've come together in this world building. And like I said, the design, or at least the idea behind the whole world, was that it would be all about building and taking building to the next level. Eventually we would develop a world called Scar World, and that would be for creative stuff, but that comes a little bit later. But Scarland was pure vanilla, and it always has and always will be, where there's no, mods that make resource gathering or anything along those lines. Now, we use the shaders mod for a tour, but I don't really consider that a mod, but more of an advanced texture pack, if you will. So that is looking good. So that is kind of the center column right there, and I think that looks really cool. And we did a big talk before that. It was like, is like doing the shaders mod before we did the tour, is that considered a mod? Would that go against the Scarland idea? And you guys overwhelmingly were like, Scar, don't be crazy. Shaders mod, come on, it's like a texture pack. See, that's how paranoid I am, like, to maintain the survival aspect of this world. So as you can see, that is looking good. So in the center column right here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump in here and just add a couple fence gates. Oh, they're already in my inventory apparently. Anyway, Scar fail. There we go. Looking good, my friends. So that is our center column. So let's move on to this section over here. And so throughout the time, like, we've done some amazing things, I think, in this world. And oh man, I absolutely love this world. So in the very beginning, very beginning of this world, we burnt it down many times. And that's why we have our motto here, that we do not use fire. We do not use fire. And that's why I'm thinking, when we build our kind of our settlers, ranch hand cabins out there, I really would love to have a campfire. But then the other hand is, I don't want to burn the world down. So back in the day, I built a beautiful, beautiful house. And I was very excited about it. It's actually where the Nether Castle is now. And unfortunately, my friends, I got a little carried away, and I decided to make a fireplace, a very large fireplace, and I lit it, and the entire house burnt down. That's right. It was my second episode. I had it partially recorded, and I was so devastated that I deleted the video, and then I set forth on building another section. And that section is actually documented in some of my very first, let's see, there we go, Minecraft videos, and that was Scarland. And those were the first Minecraft videos I ever did on my YouTube channel, of course, was the Scarland. And eventually I burnt down that set of cabins too, and then had to rebuild to what we have today in our original area of Scarland. That's kind of the tree kind of platform area that's near the spawn tower. So yeah, burnt that area down twice, lost so much progress back in the day, and that's why we have our motto here, no flame at all. No flames at all here in Scarland. I guess I need a better motto than that. That's kind of lame. You guys got to, okay, challenge for you guys. Come up with a better motto for no fire in Scarland. There we go. So that is looking good, my friends. We just need to add our extra little trapdoors up there, and I think that'll look really cool. So let's just sneak over here, and I want this area to be a little more subtle. This area is just kind of a maintenance area, just kind of a little corner piece, nothing too fancy. So that's why we're just going to kind of bring these pieces up here like this. I want to, have a little bit of a change from the other side, so it's not exactly the same. So then we can kind of sneak back over here, click that piece right there. And for the most part, I really want that one to be really subtle. And I think that's kind of a good attempt at that. So let's bring this piece up there. And some of the original ideas of Scarland, having a giant roller coaster, a couple different houses, a farmhouse, different things along those lines, those have all come to fruition. We've kind of gone into almost soon into phase 2 of Scarland, and that's like Scar City and different things along those lines, because a lot of the ideas that we came up with to build in this world, we came up with those years and years ago. It just takes us a long time to actually get any of those done. And I'm pretty happy with that. I like this idea of this corner piece over here just being subtle and kind of out of the way, whereas these ones are a little bit more prominent. So let me finish this side and I'll meet you on the right side. And welcome back. And I'm in the interior here dreaming up some ideas for our interior. And did you see me jump over that slime? That was some skill right there. And let's turn the corner and look at our left side of the build, looking absolutely beautiful. We have our horse stall windows installed and ready to go. And all of that detail is absolutely amazing. And I cannot wait to show you guys the exterior of the roof. Is going to be amazing. It's going to be a two-tier design, which we'll do in our next episode. It's going to be absolutely amazing, but we have a lot more work to do here today. And whoa, those slimes are very dangerous, my friends, very dangerous. So let's go over here. And I've been trying to decide for the right side if we're going to continue the same design on the left over to here. And I don't think so. I want to mix it up a little bit, try some different things. So that's what we're going to do. So same corner design that we have on all the corners, but where we're going to deviate from the other design is right here. So we're going to go 6 blocks and then this little half starry thing, bring that up 7 blocks. And then over here, create that once again, spacing of 4, 6, and then corner design. And I think that is going to be super awesome. It'll just give the barn just a little bit more design to it. And of course, I think this will be the perfect thing to do in super fast build mode. So let's fire up the super fast build mode machine and get this started. End of super fast build mode, and hopefully you enjoyed that super awesome time lapse. And let's head over our mound, which I can't wait till this is a fancy pathway leading up and you kind of cross over the top of the hill and reveal the super awesome barn. And look at how much progress we got done in this episode. This is our entire front section built up and ready to go. And of course, in our next episode, we're going to add the roof line and all of those beautiful details. Let's take a look at the right side here, looking absolutely wonderful with a side entrance door and some very, very beautiful rock work built up on the edges. Let's actually head through the barn door. There we go. And of course, this area over here is going to be the horse saddles. Now you might be wondering, what about the backside, Scar? Well, we're going to work on that later because I have a plan and I just don't have enough time to finish that part over there. But look at the amount of progress on this side over here, looking absolutely beautiful. And I love having two different sides that are relatively the same, but at least have a slight unique tint to them, which I absolutely love. And hopefully you enjoyed today's episode of our super awesome barn build. And of course, this is our second episode of Scarland this week, which is kind of cool, and I'm very happy about that. And like I said, hopefully you enjoyed today. And until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar. And I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later.